In our last video, we made Mr. Smiley. In today's video, we're going to continue working with layers to turn Mr. Smiley into a love emoji. We are going to go over how to add a vector layer, how to correct lines in our vector layer, how to rasterize our vector layer, and also how to use the continuous curve function, the polyline function, and also the decoration tool. So let's get started. Here is Mr. Smiley, and today we're going to be turning him into a love emoji. So to do that, we're going to hide his eyes by clicking on the eyeball and select right click, new raster layer, rename our layer by double clicking on it, and I'm going to name it heart eyes. Then go to the ruler, make sure symmetrical ruler is selected, number of lines is 2, and line symmetry is checked. Make a vertical line at the center of our canvas. And now at this point, we have several different options to make our heart eyes. I'm going to go over a few, and then you could just pick what works best for you. So the simplest way is just to use the pen function or the marker function. I'm using the marker tool. I have my brush size as 10, and the color is red. So I'm just going to free draw a heart on Mr. Smiley. Then use our fill button, which is right here. That looks like a paint button or paint bucket, and then click inside of the heart. That is actually pretty cute, but I'm going to press Ctrl-Z a couple times to undo my work so I can show you a couple different ways that we can make those hearts. So go to the figure icon, and just remember the icon is going to be based off of whatever you selected last. So when in doubt, just hover over that icon and the name will appear. Let's choose curve. Now for the curve function, you're just going to click on your canvas and drag it to the length that you want, then let go, and then move your cursor around until you get the curve that you like, and then click again to fix it to your canvas. So let's repeat. Fill. That's not too bad, but I like the last one better. So let's undo that, explore different options. Let's go back to figures and go to continuous curve. So again, I have all these different options below. I'm going to stick with create fill. And let's go ahead and click on the canvas, and I'm just going to make a series of dots. And as you can see, the line just gently curves around the dots that I make. Just going to continue making these dots into a heart shaped, and there you go. There's our heart. So let's try a different way. Let's try using a couple different circles. So let's click on the ellipse tool, and let's draw a circle, and let's draw another circle that overlaps it. Now let's use the Polyline tool to make looks like a triangle. Let's connect that to complete our heart. And that's probably my least favorite heart. So let's try something else. Let's go to the decoration tool, which is right here. And let's go to effects or patterns. Heart color. Let's use patterns and the heart. And let's just fix a heart. Ooh, that was really big. Let's make it about 100. Click on that. Let's try maybe 200. See how big that is. It's too big. Just playing around with the sizes here until we get what we want. It's almost like a stamp. In reality, if we lower down the brush size here, I can show you what it really does. It's a brush of just hearts, and I can do different shapes. So this one's star. This one is a butterfly ivy. That's really pretty. Here's a melody one. It's a little too small. Here. There you go. But let's actually like the hearts, so I'm just going to hide this layer for now, and let's try drawing it on our vector layer. So let's right click and add new layer, but choose the vector layer. I'm going to name it V for vector and say it's heart eyes. I'm going to go ahead and add in my symmetrical ruler in the middle of my canvas, and I'm going to go back to my marker tool, and I'm going to free draw my heart again. And this time I'm not going to completely close my lines, my heart. So what's great about drawing on the vector layer is that you can actually manipulate these lines. You can move around these lines where you really couldn't do that on the raster layer. So let's go ahead to correct line, which is right here. And if you can see over here, this pinch level means how much of this line I'm going to grab. So I have it all the way at the maximum, which is right here. Or I can do very little. So you can see I'm only grabbing a little bit of that line. Or let's see here. I have this free on both ends, just so that you know. If I were to click this one, let's see here. There you go. Gives you a better idea what that looks like. I'm going to leave it like this. But I also have this connect line button, and if you zoom in here, you can see it's not quite connected. So if I just click on that, it should connect it, and it did. So that's also a nice feature in using vectors. So let me go ahead and play around with this heart a little bit more so I can get it to where I like it. And I like that. So unfortunately at this point I really can't use the fill button. You see the prohibition symbol? So what I have to do to fill in those hearts is to right click on that vector layer and select rasterize. So now the lines have been fixed to the canvas as a pixel, and I'm just going to go click inside with our fill tool and it'll fill in our hearts. Congratulations, you guys! You have turned Mr. Smiley into a love emoji. If you guys enjoyed this video, please give it a big thumbs up, and if you want to be notified for any new videos, make sure you hit that subscribe button. So thank you so much for drawing with me, and I will see you next time.